campus of Northwestern University and home to the Wildcats, where the purple-clad fans are eager to get this one started. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Minnesota Golden Gophers taking on the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Northwestern's offense will have first crack at this one. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Stone. Grabbed in the middle, it's Covey. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. Fires to the middle. With the catch, it's Covey. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Stone. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
The Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. On the move, it's Porter. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Wildcats!
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Minnesota's offense will take the field for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy's a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The run from the shotgun. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Quick completion to the right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Golden Gophers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He caught it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Golden Gophers line it up with a first and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Hauls it in. He gets it in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they tacked on the extra point. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Fires to the tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's the handoff. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The give is to Taylor. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
And the Golden Gophers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. Got his man in the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Taylor. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Now the play fake. Got him downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Going downfield for the big play. And he makes the catch at the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! A great catch and run for 6.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
Looking to throw, it's Stone. Got it in the middle, it's Covey. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Sets up the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Wildcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Stone. Finds his back in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
They want to continue this long drive. 9th play coming. It's 3rd and 5. They'll go to the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Now, a 4th down.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats.
Northwestern 7.
And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the air, it's Lindsey. Finds his man, it's Tracy. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. to the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Tracy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Got room to work. Turning it on. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now.
Looking for the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Minnesota! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Back to pass, it's Stone. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
The Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give out of the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it. Got the 1st down and more. Gets away from one, finds room. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house.
Number 92, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. That's reeled in. It's coming. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Stone. Grabbed behind the line, it's Porter. Fights off a defender. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the 1st down. And that is why you call it a safety valve. You avoid the quarterback getting hit, and you also release the pressure that's being applied on the offense.
Defense is going to have to think about this in the future because you live and die by the blitz. It's great to try and get extra bodies getting after the quarterback, but then you risk running backs leaking out of the backfield and hurting you in the passing game.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Caught close to the marker, it's Tracy. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They got the ball in great field position and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Stone. Fires to the middle. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Quick strike complete. There he goes. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. For a quarterback, those mechanics need to be second nature, but sometimes they can get a little rushed.
Yeah, and we've seen that. We've had spin sessions on the fields before games with Jesse, and just gets on that back foot a lot and just can't stay consistent at all. It might be the hair gel, weighing him down, but that back foot just starts to slide in there. Mechanics get bad, sloppy.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's coming.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Pulls it in. It's Farrell. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
At the 43. Fourth down coming up.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a...
Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Stone. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They think there's room to run to the right here. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Northwestern!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Snagged out of the air. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
And the Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Kick is in the air. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Stone. Complete.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Pulls and fires complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's second and long. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Taylor has it. Quick spin on the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And you have to wonder if going in at halftime in the locker room just slowed down the momentum a little bit for this offense. They had it going so well in the first half. They were up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, scoring points. But here we go. First drive of the second half, and they run into a wall, getting sacked on the third play of the drive. They're going to have to pick it up here in the second half.
And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Makes the catch. It's coming. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Porter. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback keeps it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Stone. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Offensive linemen are offensive linemen for a reason. They're not as fast as those guys on the edge. And you can see that defensive end came screaming off the edge, got to the quarterback before that O-lineman could do anything about it. Nice job of that defensive end. Scoop them sacks, baby.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to pass, it's Lindsey. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. Now on the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Covey. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the right. It's caught. Turning it on. Touchdown, Wildcats. He got a step and just dusted the field. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Well, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
It's so important in football that wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page. They're under.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll leave it with him. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
And the Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Lindsey. Quickly complete. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Got it behind the line. It's Taylor. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Holds and fires complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Stone. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires toward the target. Complete to the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Man, I love on 3rd down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
It's now 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Farrell. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants it all. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. After the touchdown, if they could get this 2, we'll have a tie ball game. Looking for a man. It's Stone. Trying to set up the screen. Not quite going to get there, and he couldn't get this game tied up.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Minnesota 35.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Finds his tight end. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And the Golden Gophers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play-action fake. Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
It is hard to continue to get up and get up and get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB, this offense, they're undeterred. They're continuing to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning the football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Got it near midfield. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for a man. It's Stone. Makes the catch. It's coming. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
35. Northwestern 33.
Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll run it from the gun. Shakes off the defender. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him. And then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Porter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the tight end. Trying play action. Snags it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. Touchdown, Northwestern. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Catch in the middle. It's Tracy. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
Wide open downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Just got to have better awareness if you're the wide receiver and understanding where the sideline is. That time, it didn't even look like he was trying to get any feet down in bounds.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Rushes on him. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He'll go to the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll sneak it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And the penalty will be accepted. The offense says, thank you very much. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Looking for a crease. It's Porter. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the running back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Stone. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out, and you're seeing that right now with this team, right? The defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Fires to the wideout. This time it's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Leaves it with the running back. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll run it again. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. They just weren't able to come down with that one.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And the Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll run play action. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Quick strike through the air for the score. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
He's past the 30. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Stone. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
The Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Makes the grab over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that is a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those 1st downs, and just make that clock run.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Lindsey. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Man, is that good situational football. Understanding what they're trying to do. They're trying to get it to their speedster. I got to come up. I got to get him on the ground. Nice execution by this defense, and they're going to need more of it. Late in the football game, who's going to win this battle?
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Caught over the middle. It's Tracy. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Coleman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.